Good morning, Loganites. Welcome to Nurse Practitioner Week 14 update. It's already been over 3 months.
It's a long time.
Thank you. We have a special guest. This is Steven, the man, the myth, the legend. He's one of my closest friends, closest allies, been very supportive all the time, and always has good advice. Welcome to the chat.
Good to be here. I'm literally, this is not a me thing.
So, Steven doesn't want to do this, but that's okay. He's going to do it anyways.
I'm a behind the camera guy.
I know. And I'm just glad I get to see him, okay? Because, Steven's, never around. He works all the time. Nope. He needs to slow it down and come join us.
Speed it up.
Slow it down and come join us.
Speed it up.
So, for the Nurse Practitioner Week update, this is what I usually do is I just go on something that's, happened in the past week, right? Okay. It can be work. It can be school. It can be anything. But I do have to at least touch on school a little bit.
Yeah.
We're coming to the end of the semester. And I don't know if you know this, but my finals week starts in the week of Thanksgiving.
That's a bummer.
That really sucks. And I have not had a fall break. I'm talking to someone else, and apparently that's not uncommon.
Wow, just for nurse practitioner school?
Yeah, or just in college in general, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember being that way. I
thought they had fall break.
I did too. But the thing is, I've been out of school so long, I don't
probably changed
know anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Needed more snow days or
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, we started the 1st of August, and then we're going to end the first week of December. And the second week of December is now earmarked for an on-campus week.
Gotcha.
I don't know what that entails, and I don't know what we're going to do about that, but it is earmarked on the calendar for that. But then we start again January 2nd. And if you look on the calendars that I'm used to, you would start the second week of January, not literally the first
month
day.
Is normally you only get a month off between semester 1 and 2.
Yeah. So it would be you end the middle of December and then you start back January, second week of January.
Yeah.
So that's been crazy.
15th.
Man, the other thing is we've got a group project that we're doing right now.
How's that?
It's dumb.
You getting full group participation?
Actually, yes. So I've got a friend that I'm in class with that she actually has someone in her group that isn't responding at all.
That was me in high school. I didn't do anything in group projects.
Really?
I was the worst partner to have.
That's really funny.
I was horrible.
Well, you got to have at least one.
I'd read the presentation, but that was
that was
my thing.
Contribution?
No input. I'm showing up, hand me a 1 page, and I got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I did the same. Not gonna lie. My actual go-to in even nursing school was that I would we get assigned a little group and then I'd get in the group and I'd say, hey, you're the group leader. All in favor say aye. Everyone go aye, because you need a group leader. You do need a group leader. I don't want to be the person. I'll help assign the person to do it.
And you were a leader enough to know it wasn't you.
Exactly. The issue is I'm not an A student. I'm a B student. I don't want C's, but I'll accept it. That's the issue. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't care about perfection.
It's almost like if you were perfect, you put too much time into it.
Exactly.
There's too much going on in life for you to have straight A's.
I couldn't have said it better. I don't want to waste that time.
Yeah.
And that's what it really amounts to.
But solid B's, man?
That's perfect.
They don't put grade averages on diplomas, do they?
Exactly. That's my point. That's my point. And the other issue is even with nurse practitioner stuff, do you even need to get a good grade to be a good nurse practitioner? Does it correlate? I don't think it does.
It almost seems just like hoops you're jumping through to get to the point where you say, hey, look, I can get a license now.
Yes. Exactly. So that's kind of
now you should try, right?
Yeah,
you shouldn't just mail it in.
Yeah. But what's the difference between a 90 average I'm shooting for a 95.
Yeah.
Because 93 and above's an A. That gives me a little bit of wiggle room to still get an A. Because I do want A's, because these professors are the people that are in the field right now in Memphis.
So you're going to be dealing with these people regularly.
The lady that's grading my stuff for epidemiology, she runs all the nurse practitioners at Lamont.
Wow.
Exactly. And so this is what's happened this week. So, not going to lie, she teaches the worst class.
As far as a difficult class to take?
Yes. Okay. So it's epidemiology and biostatistics combined. So every single week, you've got at least 2 things, sometimes 3 things due.
Yeah.
You're going to have some sort of epi paper to write. You're going to have biostatistics homework, which is heavy statistic math. like z-scores and p-values and all of this stuff that you have to correlate and congregate and calculate.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, the reason why I say all of this is because she's an important person in a class that I hate, and I've got a great average. And my father-in-law's been in the hospital. So the past 3 weeks, I just slacked off.
A lot of stress, a lot of strain, man.
I did. Oh, but I did it on purpose. I was just like, you know what? F this.
Good excuse.
I'm not gonna lie. I did it on purpose. The biostatistics stuff, when it got to those like calculations that are really out there, it was like the 10th thing that I had to do for a grade. And it was all lumped together. So if I know I did good on the other 9 things,
Does the 10th matter?
does the 10th matter? And I just didn't do it. I didn't do it. So today I kind of had to swallow my pride a little bit, and I emailed
Pick
my
it back
professor.
up again?
Yeah, emailed my professor because she emailed me directly with the
Wow.
corrections. She emailed me directly like, "Hey Logan, you need to look at this." Okay, because she knows me. I worked with her at Lavonder and stuff. And she emailed the stuff. I sent her email back. I was like, "Hey, look, I'm not making excuses. I know my grades have slipped over the past few weeks. However, my father-in-law has been in the ICU for the past 20-ish days. I'm not going to lie. I know that I sucked, but I don't want to come off bad to you because I do want to work with you in the future. Because she is like a reason I considered going to nurse practitioner school.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie about it.
And you're making your first impressions as a nurse practitioner
In this class. And I've done well up to these like the biostatistics. It was weird because it was like, doing like simple math in a statistic fashion for like the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Well, then there was like a switch they turned on, and then you had to do what felt like you do you remember doing imaginary math in school? So like when I didn't ever do much of it, but like when they come in and they're like, these are imaginary numbers and this is how you're going to use them, or like creating functions in algebra.
Yeah.
So like when you got to that point, you lost me.
Yeah.
They turned on that switch, and it just was gone. I was just like, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse.
Where math isn't as simple as 2 plus 2. Now you have to pretend this other thing exists and put it here
and do it like you care and really try. It was just very difficult for me.
while keeping up with all the other classes.
Yeah.
Work and then the father-in-law.
Yeah.
It's a decent excuse to slack off, but like you said, it's time to pick it back up.
Yeah. But here's the crazy part. My average in that class is still a 93 plus on the point whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It all kind of comes out to how much effort is too much effort.
Exactly. So I'm
And putting the right amount in there where you're not on top, you're not below, you're just somewhere sliding through the middle.
Was it a bad thing what I did?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think when you actively took that and said, you know what, I'm going to let it go. If you let it go to spend more time in XYZ, sure. But if you just let it go just to let it go.
Probably not a great idea.
No.
But here's the caveat to that, okay? Everything worked out great because, this past week, I'm sitting down to take a test, okay?
Yeah.
Sitting down to take a test for Epi, and I'm reading the test. I read the chapter, and I guess, like, something didn't click in my head because I don't remember anything, honestly.
Yeah.
As I'm going through the questions, I'm realizing I may have just messed up. Because if I do poorly on this test, and I didn't do great on the other stuff that I kind of skipped, this is going to make it or break it. And it took me it's because they're open book, right?
Yeah.
I did like an hour of just the whole time that we were allowed to take the test, I was like reading the book, looking up stuff, reading the book, I got like 3 different books for the class, trying to figure it out. 100 on the test.
Wow.
I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm reading French right now, and I just passed the class.
Is that
I don't
luck or
speak
skill?
French. I don't know. Because it's so far out there concepts. Like, it's not like medicine.
Yeah.
It's like, it felt like French. It felt like I was trying to understand French.
Now,
I made it through.
Is this one of those things where you think it's kind of just a hoop? That you're just jumping through to prove you've made it through?
Kind of, but not really, because epidemiology in its core and its basic function is an amazing skill and an amazing subject.
Yeah.
But then they take you and try to make you a statistician. And when you get to that point, I'm like, I will not remember how to do these things because you're learning how to do it in Excel, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm learning how to do this on a
Real world.
Real world. There's no real world practical application for me in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
In the next 5 years, I'll never use this. Epidemiology, I might actually use it, because
But this specific skill set in that.
yes, I'm just like, I will never use this. I will make it a point in my life to not use this. I will hire it out to somebody before I do this again.
Wow.
It's bad. It really sucks. It sucks, man.
Yeah.
But what do? You go to class and you try to do the best you can.
I was about to say, it shows that when you put the effort in, sometimes it works out in your favor. I mean,
I guess. I don't want to be a bad example to anybody out there. Do the effort. Do the work.
trying's half the battle.
And I tried to not go crazy.
Most of my well-educated friends would tell me if you show up to school, you talk to your professor, you tried, you'd get by. But put in the effort.
Theory is still out there and still crazy. These people are still asking about concepts and stuff that, again, I know nothing about. All we're doing is just talking about theory development, and it's okay because I'm getting good grades. We're cool with it. We've only got, I think, 3 weeks left, and then we're done with the semester.
We're almost there.
I know. We're almost there.
So you're talking about what, a 19-week semester?
Something like that, yeah.
Wow, you were coming down the hill.
I know.
Just gotta keep chugging, man.
I know. I only have one. I think I only have one final exam, and you know what class it's in?
What was that?
Stupid epidemiology class.
You're gonna work for that one.
That class is like the bane of my existence. Oh, and then get this crap. So my finance class, the dude that grades my class is actually a CEO of like one of the major health people around here.
Gotcha.
Again, these are all important people, okay?
Yeah.
So like you want good impressions and you don't want to annoy anybody. Well, so he's really bad about grading stuff. I had a paper that had been not graded for over a month.
He's CEO.
He's a CEO. But again, you're talking about my grade. It could...
To you, it was the biggest thing he had.
Exactly. So I didn't call him. I didn't email him. I didn't do anything. I was just like, I'm waiting because I don't want to annoy him. And he grades pretty graciously. So I waited. And it got to the point where I'm like, look, we're at the end of the semester. I got to know. This is literally like 3 days ago. I got to know what I got on this.
Yeah. How did I...
And before I like send an email, I got in there and checked my grades and he had put a grade in. You want to know? Now, this was a grade for something that, again, I was kind of like, I can't find any good resources to be able to write this paper. I can't find any good numbers about the concept that I want to do because it was a cost-benefit analysis on ultrasound technology, different uses in the hospital. I BS'd it with the numbers that I had. So like I wrote with what I had, and then I just hoped it was going to be enough. You want to know what he gave me? A 99.
99. See, I don't think you BS it, though. I think
Well,
you put in the effort, you try to find it out, and
I didn't
you
BS
went
it, but
with what you had.
I didn't feel like I had enough supporting numbers, like because it was all about like how does this going to affect the economics of the hospital system. And I wish I had more numbers, but it again had a 99. It's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
That was pretty solid.
A good 16 week.
Yeah.
16th week.
It's 14th. This is the 14th,
14th
week.
Gotcha.
It's only for week 14.
14th.
Yeah.
So 17-week total semester.
Yeah. Something like that. Maybe 18. I don't really know. We started the first week of...
It's crazy to think
August.
that you've been doing this for that long, though.
Yeah.
Time flies.
It really does.
Yeah.
The only reason I did this was for more job opportunity and more money. And I'm really getting into like the actual education side of it. Next semester, I've got advanced pharmacology, advanced pathophysiology, advanced health assessment. And I actually like all that stuff because it will truly impact my job. And I'll get to assess some things. Prostate exams.
Nice.
Vaginas.
Nice. Better than prostate.
Well, no, UT actually does use like live actors.
Where do I sign up?
You get paid a lot of money to do it.
Really? They're paying you? I thought this was like you show up, you get like a free pizza.
No, they pay you money.
That's crazy.
Because like you're a professional
like,
at getting your prostate checked.
Ooh. And you get a free prostate exam. You get paid for that prostate exam.
Yeah, but we won't know if there's anything wrong with your prostate.
Oh.
It'd be like, this is a normal prostate. And if yours was abnormal, we'd be misdiagnosing people forever.
And And this is a prolapse. What?
Prolapsed anus. Well, anyways, that's basically it, guys. Things are still going. My father-in-law is out of the ICU. He's in a step-down room. We're hoping that he will be discharged to a rehab center here shortly. I just need that to be over. I need him to be out of the hospital. He'll still be in a rehab facility and still be, like, requiring time and effort, but that's okay. At least we're not in the ICU. We're worrying about blood pressures all the time. Yeah. And then when the semester's over, it'll be over. We can finally breathe and just...
Before jumping right back in.
Yeah, we start back January. Well, I'm okay. I mean, I don't know. The only thing I would say is this next semester we have in-person classes, and they don't know when the classes for us will be. I'm sure they know. They won't tell us, though.
A little bit of that unknown factor.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish they would just go ahead and tell us. Like, we're paying the money. Like, just tell us.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, is there anything you would like to tell people about? Anything. Anything right now. Now's your chance. Come on, Steven. Tell them something they need to know. Be aware of.
Go touch grass. It's important.
What?
Get some vitamin D. You gotta touch the grass, man. You know how many people sit inside
Wait,
all day,
wait.
every day?
What is that Primal King or the Liver King?
Yeah.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah. And don't forget, keep your corn on the cob.
And I'll see you next week.
See ya.